First of all, the definition of cancer is cells that can divide without being stopped. And the cancer starts in a certain organ. For the purpose of this talk, let's say that it starts in the breast, okay? And they multiply, which means that from one cancer cells we get millions and millions of cancer cells. And in addition to the fact that they can multiply, they can also go to and invade other organs, like the lymph nodes, lung, liver, bone, and brain. Okay, so there are signs that we as people can pick up, as women actually I mean, which means that if you palpate your breast and suddenly you find a different lump that wasn't there in the breast, that's number one. And the other thing that we have, which is probably much more effective, is the mammogram. And what we usually recommend is women above the age of 45 to go on a yearly or 18 months mammogram in order to be able to pick it up when the cancer is small. Because no matter how small the breast is, our fingertips are sensitive up to a certain point, and we cannot really pick up very small lesions. But in places where the mammogram is not available, a monthly checkup of the breast is very important. And you have to get familiar with your breast. Often it's actually the partner that can do the checking, because they are quite familiar of how the female breast feels, the shape and whatever. And the moment there are certain things that we look for. First of all, if there is a change in the shape, if there is a retraction of the nipple, if there is a change in the color, and obviously if there is a new appearing mass in the breast that it wasn't there before. You don't just assume that it's nothing. On the other hand, it doesn't have to be cancer, and most of the time it's not going to be cancer, but you have to check it out.
Journey of Hope is a breast cancer awareness ride. The ride generally is made up of about 15 breast cancer survivors who travel around South Africa on motorbikes. Depending on how we get our motorbikes and who we get them from, we choose the motorbike, and this year we're getting motorbikes from Honda. So the ladies will be riding, and two gentlemen, including Timothy, will be riding on Hondas this year. Interestingly, Diane Parker, one of the founders, met Aileen Taylor, another founder, in 2006, when a group of specialist oncologists in Johannesburg decided to do a motorbike ride for breast cancer, and this was called Biking for Breast Health. What happened was they didn't continue it in 2007, and Aileen and Diane decided that they wanted to continue it, so they conjured up a business plan and a vision and a mission, and in 2008 they then started the Journey of Hope. But what we do like to promote is to ask members of the public to join us when we leave. As I said, we'll be leaving outside the villas in Pretoria on the 9th of October, and they can join us for about 50 kilometers. They're more than welcome to join us for a short distance, and then we ask the members of the public to leave us for the rest of the journey, and then to rejoin us when we return to Hartbeespoort Dam on the 15th of October. So that will be early in the morning, and we stop at Hartbeespoort Dam and wait for all the biking clubs and members of the community to join us, and then we all leave as an entourage to come back into Johannesburg.